Hello my friends and welcome to the channel. Fantastic to have you here. If you're new, make sure you remember to subscribe so you'll get notifications in your feed of our new videos. And if you're not, guys, great to see you again. Now, Tesla is eating Ford's lunch. People are changing the name of their social media groups, giving Tesla free marketing, and beyond that, the entire EV market is changing by the day. Seriously, by the day. Every single day I go online, there is new information. This company is doing this. This company is investing more. This company is putting billions in. Everything is changing so quickly, it is insane. And I'm telling you now, there are so many companies that are going to go bankrupt and other companies that are going to prosper. One of those is, of course, Tesla. Now, the Tesla Model Y standard range has inspired an exodus of aspiring legacy EV buyers in China to suddenly move away from their Ford Mach-E's they're waiting for and purchase a Tesla Model Y, which they can get quicker. Why is this happening? Well, Tesla has launched the entry-level single-motor rear-wheel drive Model Y standard range in China, which comes with a lithium iron phosphate battery, so different battery chemistry, making it cheaper for Tesla to build and for end users to buy. And it's come with much marketing and fanfare among the country's electric vehicle enthusiasts. So strong was the vehicle's impact in China's electric vehicle market that some social media groups were dedicated to EVs from legacy autos are now shifting their orders to the base Model Y. It was mentioned by Chinese motoring group 42 How, a popular group of aspiring Ford Mustang Mach-E owners on Weibo, that they had changed their name to Tesla Model Y. The actual group changed their name to Tesla Model Y, and in the process they all changed their orders from waiting for the Ford Mustang Mach-E to now ordering Tesla Model Y. What was the reason for this? Well, one of the reasons was price. Obviously, Tesla is perceived as more of a premium manufacturer in China than Ford is, and of course, if you buy the Mustang Mach-E or the Model Y, for both cars, you both have to wait. However, because Tesla reduced the price of this car, it means that it actually now qualifies for the Chinese EV car subsidy, making the car quite a lot cheaper than what it was before. So now the price starts at 291,800 yen before incentives, but because it qualifies for the EV rebate, which is 15,800 yen, the vehicle can be purchased for 276,000 yen, which is around about $42,500 US. And this makes it much more attainable for many mainstream local EV buyers. Of course, you're probably saying, yeah, Sam, sure, $42,000 US is still way more than I would pay for a car. I don't blame you. It's more than I want to pay for a car as well. I understand that, but remember, we're talking about China here. There's 1.37 billion people in China, and if only 5% of them can afford this car, that's a lot of people. That's almost 70 million people, in fact, and if we even reduce that down to only 2.5%, you're still talking 35 million people. Now, what I honestly think is going to happen is, as a result of Tesla's deal recently with CATL to get 80 gigawatt hours of battery capacity by 2024, from a battery factory that CATL will build in Shanghai near Tesla's vehicle manufacturing facility, Tesla will have the ability to build at least 1 million vehicles per year by 2024 in China alone. This will mean that as the EV revolution takes hold, as more people realize that petrol and diesel are trash and they are the past, they are old technology, what's going to happen is Tesla will get huge numbers of orders, really mostly as a result of the fact that legacy automakers simply will not be able to supply demand. So Tesla will continue to eat the lunch of many vehicle manufacturers, including Volkswagen, although Volkswagen are definitely on the right track. Still, there's no chance that they'll be able to pivot quickly enough to build enough vehicles for the demand that there will be in China. Not just China. Remember, China's vehicles are not just going to China. They're going to Southeast Asia. They're currently going to Europe. They're going to many other places. So what's going to happen is, because of that battery supply that Tesla is shoring up right now, they'll be able to supply that demand. and continue to eat the lunch of other automakers. It's just a simple reality. Now, if other automakers had this amount of battery capacity, I believe, and the ability to build enough vehicles to meet, well, even come close to meeting market demand, then they would be also able to capitalize on this as well. Obviously, BYD, NIO, and Li Auto are selling as many EVs as they can make as well, and they will be obviously, and they are right now ramping up production as quickly as they can. So they will certainly be a huge part of this revolution in China. Now, getting back to the Tesla Model Y, what is really impressive is that the Made in China Model Y has been performing extremely well in China, even without the standard range variant. So despite its higher cost before, the vehicle was still extremely popular, beating rival EVs from legacy automakers like Volkswagen and Toyota several times over. And this gap will just widen in the coming months as deliveries of the base Model Y begin. Now, like Tesla's other vehicles, the Model Y standard range comes equipped with a pretty good range of specifications as standard, including things like Autopilot, Sentry Mode, Tesla Cam, games, media streaming support, obviously YouTube, a standard heat pump, which is not standard in some base model EVs, and of course, Tesla's full range of safety features, which you still have to pay more to get in many other cars. It's ridiculous. I think those safety features should be standard across all vehicles, but they're not. Obviously, the legacy model is to give you a base model vehicle and charge you extra for everything that they possibly can. You also get dedicated bioweapon defense mode, which allows the Model Y to provide hospital-grade air in the cabin. You might be thinking, yes, so what? Try living in China, try living in Shanghai or Beijing, and tell me that doesn't matter. It really matters because those places can be extremely polluted sometimes, which is a huge part of the reason why the Chinese government is supporting the EV movement. Now, don't get me wrong, the Chinese government isn't all about being kind and friendly to the environment, and really, they're about economics. They wanted to take over a huge part of the car industry, and I don't blame them. So would every government in the world. But that said, of course, it is a good thing that they're pushing EVs, and certainly for their citizens in the short and long term, to be able to walk around in your city without breathing in what are really poisonous gases that cause cancer is a good thing. Now, let's have a look at the prices of the Tesla Model Y and the Ford Mustang Mach-E in China. The Model Y in base trim standard range level before incentives, so all these prices will be before incentives if they apply, is $45,000. Obviously, it comes down to around about 42 with the incentives. Then the Tesla all-wheel drive base trim level long range is $53,700. Doesn't qualify for the incentives. The 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E in China rear-wheel drive base trim level standard range $40,600. With incentives, will probably come down to around about $38,000. The rear-wheel drive premium trim level extended range $47,500, which has similar spec to the base trim level Tesla Model Y, by the way. So you're comparing here a car that's $47,000 versus the Tesla variant, which is $45,000, but the Tesla variant will qualify for the subsidy. So you can see here now how the Tesla actually is quite a bit cheaper than the equivalent Ford Mustang Mach-E. Now the Mach-E in all-wheel drive premium trim level extended range is $52,000, which of course is about the same price as the Tesla Model Y variant, the all-wheel drive variant at $53,000. Then the all-wheel drive GT First Edition extended range is $58,000, which is fairly similar to Tesla Model Y performance. However, I should state, potentially more important than this story is the fact that the Tesla Model Y has just gone on sale in Europe. Yep, it's a big deal. What's happening is Tesla Model Y is going to be delivered to customers in Europe, and we're going to see a whole lot of cars being shipped. We already are seeing that, a whole lot of cars being shipped from China to Europe. And of course, this will make even longer delivery times for the Tesla Model Y all around the world. Now, we've seen massive delivery waits in the United States. Many countries in Australia, we can't get the Tesla Model Y until next year because there's simply way too much demand for this vehicle in China, Southeast Asia, in Europe, in other parts of the world where they don't have to make a right-hand drive version for us idiots who followed the UK into building right-hand drive cars 100 years ago or whatever it was. Anyway, that said, you can see, guys, the market is changing very, very quickly, and it won't be long before the 10% of vehicles in China that are currently EVs will be 20%, 50%, 100%. Now, I just reported in a recent video that Tesla led all car manufacturers for the month of June for car sales in the UK. Now, I'm not talking EVs, I'm talking about all cars. Tesla led all car sales with the Tesla Model 3. It was the number one seller in the UK in June. And that is in spite of the fact that it is a sedan. People in the UK don't buy sedans. They simply don't. Not a single other car in the top 10 list in the UK is a sedan. They're all hatchbacks or SUVs. What is the Tesla Model Y? Well, it's sort of a cross between a hatchback and an SUV, really, isn't it? In fact, globally, the sedan is massively declining in popularity. That includes in China. So you can see there's huge demand for electric vehicles, even if they are not the shape of car that the person wants to buy. Imagine when the shape of car that the person wants to buy is available for the same price as a petrol or diesel version. Where will the market go? It won't be long before everyone is driving an EV. Whether you like that or not, it's going to happen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.